board met in closed session under exception C1. I can have like to call to order the June 18th, 2022 Waukegan Public School Board of Education special meeting. If I can have a roll call, please.
Mr. Riddle?
Present.
Ms. Callahan-Wozniak?
Here.
Mr. McBride?
Here.
Ms. Gonzalez?
Here.
Ms. Leguizamo?
Present.
Ms. Hannah?
Yes.
President Ewing?
Yes. All right, we are now in open session for the Pledge of Allegiance. I'm going to ask Principal Silva if you'd be so kind.
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, I do have the public comment sheet. When I call your name, please come up to the podium. Public comment is for 3 minutes each. If you need translation services will be provided to you, and you will get 6 minutes to allow for the translation. We ask that you refrain from mentioning student and staff names in your remarks. The first and only name on the list is Chet.
Hi, I wonder if the school board has thought about doing a dress code for this coming year, because it's amazing how these girls dress. So I was wondering if you're looking into it. That's it.
All right. Thank you, Chet. All right. Next up is personnel for 7/18/2022. So just as way of context to the public, one of the reasons we don't have another regular scheduled board meeting until August 9th, we wanted to take this opportunity in order to fill positions in the summertime. We have a number of administrative and teaching appointments that we'd like to make and don't want to be down to the last minute doing that. So that is one of the reasons why I appreciate the board. Typically, we do not have any scheduled meetings in July, but this is, I believe, number 5. So I appreciate the board's dedication and commitment and willingness to make themselves available so that we can keep the business of the district moving forward. With that, we have our personnel for 7/18/2022, item 7A.
It is a recommendation that the Board of Education accept the administration's recommendations to approve the appointments, termination, and accept the resignations and retirements as found on schedules F983, L930.
With the, in the motion, Ms. Hannah would like, I'm just trying to figure out how to motion it, Ms. Hannah. So what I'd like to do is, if I can have someone motion for item
F983.
7A, to approve item 7A with the exception of item F983. What's it? Name 4? F983, name 4.
Mr. Riddle, I so move.
Motion by Mr. Riddle. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second. All right.
Ms. Wozniak.
Any comments or questions on the motion? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Riddle?
Yes.
Ms. Callahan Wozniak?
Yes.
Mr. McBride?
Yes.
Ms. Gonzalez?
Yes.
Ms. Hannah?
Yes.
Ms. Leguizamo?
Yes.
President Ewing?
Yes. Item approved, motion carries. But I want to go back before we introduce the administrators, because we have one more that we need to take. All right, and so now do I have a motion to approve Schedule 5983, fourth name on the list,
Lane 4.
Lane 4.
Put in 4.
So moved.
Motion by Ms.
Leguizamo.
Leguizamo. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Riddle. Any comments or questions on the motion?
Yeah, I have a comment. We are tonight appointing our new high school principal, and as I looked at things and as through my experience as going through a number of high school principals through the years, the high school is a very complex aspect of our school district, and there needs to be a lot of experience and proven past experience as leadership in that type of setting. And so that is why I asked for this item to be voted on separately.
Any other comments or questions on the motion?
Oh, I have one other thing. Are there any of the students that were on the panel that are here tonight?
Joanna, just to answer Ms. Hannah's question, Joanna and I served on the committee.
Oh, it wasn't a lot of
Board
kids?
member?
Yeah.
The
school
students
board
were
member. Oh, I see.
separate group.
Yeah. So the students did their own interviews, and I don't see any of those individuals in the audience.
Okay.
Any other comments?
Call
or
a
questions?
question.
Any other comments or questions? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Riddle?
Yes.
Ms. Callahan Wozniak?
Yes.
Mr. McBride?
Yes.
Ms. Gonzalez?
Yes.
Ms. Hannah?
Respectfully, no.
Ms. Leguizamo?
Yes.
President Ewing?
Yes, item approved, motion carries. And if we can get those administrative appointments pulled up.
At this time, I'd like to introduce Ms. Karina Lara, who previously served as a paraprofessional with Waukegan Public Schools. She will now serve as the manager of bilingual family support services with John Lewis Middle School with a starting salary of $43,000. Congratulations, Mrs. Lara. Is she here today? And we will.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Go Bulldog.
Our next appointment is Miss Nicole Barry Briner, who previously served as a teacher of foreign language at the Washington campus. She will now serve as the academic chair of world language at the Washington campus with a starting salary of $90,000. Congratulations, Miss Briner. Is Miss Briner with us tonight? Mrs. Briner? Our next appointment is Jordana Kafka, who previously served as an assistant principal at Aspira Business and Finance High School in Chicago, Illinois. She will now serve as the academic chair of English for the Brookside campus with a starting salary of $90,000. Congratulations, Ms. Kafka. Our next appointment is Solomon Luskin, who previously served as the Director of Student Services and Learning Behavior Specialist at Felicity School in Deerfield. He will now serve as the coordinator of low incidents at Lincoln Center with a starting salary of $89,000. Congratulations, Mr. Luskin. Our next appointment is Miss Allie Lichtenstein. Did I? Yeah. All right, got it. Who previously served as a teacher of diverse learners and resources at Carmen Buckner Elementary School. She will now serve as their new assistant principal at Carmen Buckner with a starting salary of $74,500. Congratulations, Ms. Lichtenstein. Congratulations.
Difference maker. Love it.
Congratulations.
Our next appointment will be Miss Abigail Aguilar, who previously was a kindergarten teacher at Glen Flora Elementary. She will now serve as the new assistant principal at Glen Flora Elementary with a starting salary of $74,500. Congratulations, Miss Aguilar.
So excited. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Our next appointment is Miss Kayla Carey, who previously was a fourth grade teacher in Racine, Wisconsin. She will now serve as the new assistant principal at Edom M. Smith Middle School with a starting salary of $74,500. Congratulations, Miss Carey. Welcome to Waukegan.
Congratulations. Thank you for choosing Waukegan.
Congratulations. Our next appointment is Miss, give me 1 minute. I didn't even see it on here. There it is. Okay, got it. Avilera Rodriguez Gonzalez, who previously served as an assistant principal in Skokie, Illinois. She will now serve as our new principal of the Brookside campus with a starting salary of $128,000. Congratulations, Ms. Rodriguez Gonzalez.
Congratulations. Thank you for choosing us.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Welcome aboard. Thank you. Yes.
I see Ms. Rodriguez Gonzalez has brought her children and her family with her, so congratulations. Okay, you should be very proud of your mommy.
Welcome to Waukegan.
Welcome to Waukegan.
So welcome. We know we have a lot of work in preparation for the school year, so appreciate, as Ms. Leguizamo said, for everyone who chose Waukegan, and together I'm sure we can do great things for our students. Next up, we have our consent agenda. These are board policy. I'm going to take them each separately.
Yes.
So consent agenda for 9A, board policy 8002, 2021, interim COVID health and safety, second reading.
You want to take a second? It is a recommendation that the Board of Education approve the updates to Board Policy 8002, 2021, COVID health and safety as presented for the second reading.
Mr. Riddle, I so move we approve the motion as read by the superintendent.
Motion by Mr. Riddle,
Second.
second by Ms. Wozniak. Any comments or questions on the motion?
Are they mask optional right now for the summer?
I'm sorry, Ms. Gonzalez, can you
The question was, are we mask optional right now?
Yeah. Or because the cases have been rising.
Yeah, right now, it just depends on the location. At Lincoln Center, right now, we are full mass back
Okay.
right now.
Okay, I just wanted to make that clear.
Any other comments, questions? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Riddle,
Yes.
Ms. Callahan Wozniak,
Yes.
Mr. McBride,
Yes.
Ms. Gonzalez,
Yes.
Ms. Hannah,
No.
Ms. Leguizamo,
Yes.
President Ewing.
Yes. Item approved, motion carries. We are now at 9B, Parent-Student Handbook on Rights and Responsibilities for the 2022-2023, second reading.
It is recommended the board approve the updates to the Parent-Student Handbook on Rights and Responsibility for 2022 through 2023 as presented for the second reading and authorize the superintendent to approve any additional technical changes that may be needed prior to publication.
Mr. Riddle, I so move that we accept the motion as read by the superintendent.
Motion by
Second.
Mr. Riddle, second was Ms. Gonzalez. Any comments or questions to the minutes?
Yes.
Any comments or questions on the motion? Ms. Leguizamo?
Yes, thank you, Board President. So I know I had submitted 7 edits to the handbook. They're not particularly huge and substantial. They're kind of some clarification edits on there, and so I don't believe the team has had enough time to review the edits, and so I'd kind of ask for either it to be held over, or if the team has a quick update to say that we can still approve the way that it is right now, and then they'll come back with the edits, the minor edits that I talked about.
Joe, that's a legal question that was sitting in Kathy's queue along with Eric.
Yes, thank you for the question. Ms. Leguizamo, you are right. We were reviewing some of those questions today, and I think in order to give a full answer, we would have to distinguish between those which would be purely technical and those which would be substantive. Eric might have additional information on that.
And actually, I don't know, Mr. Christensen, you all weren't prepared to bring this back to second reading well, you were prepared, but this is a special meeting, so I know August 9th is cutting it really close, with school starting on the 11th. So what was the original plan in order to provide the parent handbook, or will it delay you all substantially if we hold this item over to get Ms. Leguizamo's?
So the publication of the parent-student handbooks under the area superintendents and student outreach, I'm just familiar with the process, and I got a copy of the questions this morning, and we've gone through, and I do believe we have responses to several of these, and I got some responses from Mr. Valadez as well. You want me to go through these, or?
So do we know if they're technical or substantial? Can we proceed? I don't know if you guys, the legal department, have already had that discussion. If we can proceed with what it is now and then just kind of tackle these small ones after.
So my recollection is that some of the points you raised were purely questions that didn't really necessitate changes. They simply needed some answers. That was those that might have been substantive in my mind were primarily questions, and the few remaining ones I would have identified as technical. I don't know how you feel about that, Eric.
Right, I agree.
And so will that, in regards to the timeline, you said August 6th, Board President?
Yeah, I think, do you mind if I jump in? This is of the utmost importance because we're starting school earlier. So I would say that at times I'm like, yeah, let's wait for the vote. But we are really up against a deadline, and we have to get this out to over 15,000 students.
And that's fine. I'm okay with potentially even making these updates for next year. Some of the stuff, we talked about it as a board previously, which we talked about adding in the assessment schedule into the parent handbook. So there's just some things out there. I know that not all the board members received the questions yet, but you will be seeing those come through.
Yes.
So I'm okay to just continue to proceed to approve as is, then, Board President.
And Mrs. Leguizamo, for things that we can still get in there, like the assessment calendar, I know Dr. Nault's in the back. That shouldn't be hard to put into the book as of right now. So things like that we can still get in there.
Okay. And then I know that I think there was like 2 policy changes or updates or
We
questions.
can get all that fixed. Yeah.
So whatever you can, I'm good. And
Yes.
so
We will address that.
proceed. And then the motion would be to probably be amended as edited, or as keep it as is at this
We
moment.
would approve as is at the moment, and then if there, once the entire board sees it, if anybody would like to bring those items up and act on them, we can do it at a later date and do what we often do, which is send out amendments and addendums.
Sounds good. Thank you, Board President. Call for vote.
All right, roll call vote.
Mr. Riddle?
Yes.
Ms. Callahan Wozniak?
Yes.
Mr. McBride?
Yes.
Ms. Gonzalez?
Yes.
Ms. Hannah?
I pass.
Ms. Leguizamo?
Yes.
President Ewing?
Yes, item approved, motion carries. All right, with that, 6:27 board, I would like to call for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. McBride, second by Ms. Wozniak. All in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.